It's an innocuous enough substance, normally associated with deserts or the beach. But sand is a crucial element in construction, and as development has taken off, demand for the aggregate has skyrocketed. Sand mining is now big business, and that's causing concern among conservationists and governments across the region. In addition to regulated mining, authorities are struggling to control illegal sand excavation. In Hong Kong, remote beaches have been scavenged, and in Indonesia, some islets have all but disappeared. Now, as Susan Yu discovered, the problem has spread to Vietnam.
These villagers on Son Island along the Mekong River are fighting for time and their livelihoods.
We do it to protect the Longnan trees here. The dam broke in the past and it has really affected our lives. So that's why we have to keep building a new one.
Tam and his neighbors say the challenges of protecting their homes on the islet have become more frequent and difficult. And some believe this is the reason why. Sand mining along Vietnam's waterways is on the rise, but it's the illegal excavations that have environmentalists worried. They believe unlawful operations are causing irreversible damage along the waterway by wreaking havoc on the river's natural currents, water pressure, and course. Many fear this can lead to flooding and landslips.
The water is really high now, and the pressure seems a lot more on this island, so the dam doesn't hold up as well as before.
Illicit sand mining has taken its toll along most of the Mekong's tributaries. In this area alone, nearly 2 million cubic meters of sand have been taken through both legal and illegal means. Officials say it's hard to calculate exactly how much has been procured unlawfully. But it's Dang Hu Phoc's job to spot illegal miners. He monitors mining operations in the area to try to ensure they're done legally and properly.
Excavations are licensed and regulated on officially designated sites. They have to be 100 meters away from the riverbanks, and mining can't go deeper than 20 meters.
Brooke shows us how authorities are trying to counter the adverse effects of illegal mining. This dredger is strategically located in the middle of the Mekong River, mining minerals and sand from the waterway to reduce stronger than usual currents caused by unlawful mining upriver.
Excavations at the middle of the Mekong River, like this one, helps regulate the flow and lessen the increased pressures on the banks caused by the illegal mining at unsanctioned sites.
Officials admit this is only a temporary solution to the continued plundering of the Mekong's natural resources. They believe it's only a matter of time before water quality and people's livelihoods are affected.
In Canton Province, we allow only licensed mining companies to excavate sand. When it's done illegally, there's more damage caused to the river beds. They cause more mud and sediments at the bottom of the river. That means water quality would also be affected.
Conservationists believe unlicensed mining companies continue to operate in other provinces, where monitoring is less vigilant and profits are to be made. The market price for sand is roughly $2 for every cubic meter. It's become a lucrative business for government-run mining operations like this one in Binh Chang, outside of Ho Chi Minh City. This is the largest operation in the country, where tons and tons of sand are shifted and sold to construction companies every day.
We're a licensed state company. We buy and sell sand to different construction companies in the cities. We don't buy sand from illegal dealers, and we don't buy sand if we know it's from an illegal site.
But it seems many do. Demand is so high on the black market that it has driven excavators to carry out their unlawful operations in the evenings, when mining is more hard to detect. Sand mining is a multi-million-dollar business. It can mean mountains of profit, But many fear the growing problem of illegal sand excavations will mean an environmental disaster for the Mekong Delta region. Researchers believe the growing use of hydraulic pumping machines like this one by unscrupulous excavators allow mammoth volumes of sand to be excavated more quickly and quietly, causing maximum damage to the environment.
If you use the pump, it's more harmful for river because it's very difficult to control the quantity of the sand mining activity. And there are many impacts. The first is they change the flow of the river, and maybe it's the landslide. And also the impact on the aquatic organisms that live in the river.
The number here is the depth of the river.
Mai Chuan-an has been conducting a survey on sand mining in the country. The researcher says indifference and a lack of proper monitoring and coordination between provincial authorities make it hard to stop unlawful excavations. The only hope, he says, lies in good planning and strong regulation for mining, which should not compromise Vietnam's waterways.
You have to know very briefly the course of the river, and you have all the maps of the river bottom, and you have to define the quantity of the sand you want to explore.
Water authorities estimate that millions of US dollars are spent on repairing embankments along the Mekong and its tributaries. That's testimony of how sand mining has become the new frontier for unscrupulous excavators in Vietnam and most of Asia. It's a phenomenon that even Mother Nature will have difficulty fighting, with the constant shifting sands of time working against her.